up? Today I'm back with a very interesting topic. You are watching the Learning Destinations and I'm your host Avinash. So first of all, those users visiting first time my channel, I request you to please subscribe my channel. And today I'm going to cover one of the use cases, that why and how to use SNS with SQS. If you remember, I have already covered the SQS topic in my last videos where we have seen that how we can create the queues, how we can do send and receive messages, and finally we have seen that how we can do the poll the messages inside the SQS. And today I'm going to show you the use case that how you can utilize the SQS with SNS and why it is needed. So now I'm going to talk about the different phases inside the SQL and SNS. So after discussing these phases, then I will describe that why SQS is needed with SNS. So let's first understand about AWS SQS. So as on my screen you can see that there are three pages under the SQS. First is queue. So we need to first create the queues. After that we can send the messages, we can drop the messages, and then we can send it, and finally we can poll that messages. The entire flow is happening something like that. So let's suppose that you have the applications and that you can assume as a producers. After that you need to create the queues. So the applications can send the messages to these queues. After that these messages will be sent, and then finally the message will be polled, and it is polled by the different services. It may be Amazon EC2, it may be Lambda functions, it may be other Amazon services. So this is the overall flow. So firstly the producer send the message to the queues process the message and sending the messages. After that it goes to the poll, and it is polling by different services. It may be Amazon EC2, Lambda functions, and Amazon Web Services. So this is the how the entire workflow of Amazon SQS. Now let's understand the phases of SNS. As on my screen you can see that this is the AWS SNS, and here also there are three phases, and we can call it as like the topics. So whenever we create the SNS, firstly we need to create the topic, and after that we need to drop the messages, and finally we need to subscribe this topic. So this is the three phases. Now let's understand it through the animation. So here also the applications comes in the pictures, and we can assume applications as a producers. Then these applications send message to the topic, and that topic consists of the message which is subscribed by the subscriber, and these subscribers may be Amazon EC2, Lambda functions, or it may be Amazon Web Services. Okay, so if you see that if I talk about the SQS simple queuing service and the SNS simple notification service, those are quite old services inside the AWS, and which is very identical to each other. Then what is the difference, guys, and why we should use this SQS with the SNS? Now the problem is that if you see that, let's suppose that these three services, Amazon EC2, Lambda functions, and Web Services, subscribes this application's messages. Okay, so when it is running successfully, okay, applications will keep triggering the message, and it is being received by all these three services. Okay, but what happened, let's suppose that this is one of the service is getting down, okay, and in between it keeps sending the data. So data is, the message will be received by the Lambda functions, the message will be received by the Web Services, but since this service is down, right, so Amazon EC2 cannot receive the message, and there will be a data loss, right? Whenever this services will be bring up, data is already processed, so it may be possible that whenever this services is getting up, it cannot receive the messages which is sent by the applications. And that is here that the SQS comes in the pictures in SNS. So now what will happen if we bring SQS here, all these services? Now we already know that SQS is working on the queue methodology. It means that the queue services is there, or all the messages which is being sent from the applications is getting stored inside the queues. Okay, so if we introduce here the SQS services, what will happen? Whenever this services is getting up, it can simply again retrieve the messages from the queues, and it will receive the messages. But if we don't introduce here the SQS, these services cannot receive the messages. But if we introduce here the SQS, even though if it is getting down and whenever it comes up, then again it can retrieve the messages from the queue. And that is the most benefit, and that is one of the biggest benefit while using SQS with an SNS. And that is the reason that we use SQS with SNS, guys. Let's move towards the practical sessions where we will see that how we can create the SNS and how we can assign the SQS with the SNS services. Now I'm going to show you everything practically, and I am under the sections of Amazon SNS under the AWS console. And firstly, I need to create the topic. So I'm going to give the topic name and I'm going to select it as standard, and that is, as well as you can see that there is a FIFO as well, which is the first in first out. So I'm just going to create the standard and I'm giving the name alert notifications, and then display name I can also keep the same, and rest of the options I am leaving as it is, and I'm saying create topic. So you can see now I have successfully created the topic inside the Amazon SNS. Now let's move towards the SQS, and where we need to create the queues first. Here again I am taking the standard and I am giving the name of the queues is notifications, and rest of the options I am keeping as it is. I am saying create queues. Now you can see that the queues notification has been successfully created. Now if you come down, there is options called SNS subscription. So this is the topic which I have created. Now I need to subscribe this topic. So in order, whenever the message will be published from the Amazon SNS, it will be reached to SQS, because it is going to be become the topic subscriber. So let's suppose I click here, subscribe to Amazon SNS topic, and where you can find the topic which you have created. And now we can see that this is the topic which I have created, alert notifications. So I need to select save here. Right, you can see that I have successfully subscribed this topic. Now let's publish the message through SNS services, and I keep the message backup failure. The tagline is, the subject line is, and then I say, hi, there is a backup failure at 7:30 a.m. Okay. Now let's publish the messages and let's check in the Amazon SQS whether it is being pulled or not. Okay, so let's go to the queues, notifications queue. This is what I have created. Then you need to visit send and receive message sections. Come down and there is called poll for messages. As soon as you click on that, you can simply receive that published messages. Okay, now let's verify that whether it is the same message which we have published through Amazon SNS or not. Click here. Check the details, check the body, and little bit scroll down. This is the raw format of the messages. That's why you can see all the details here. So firstly, you can verify the subject line, the backup failure. And then there is a message that, hi, there is a backup failure and 7:30 a.m. right? So this is completely verifications that we have simply receiving all the messages in Amazon SQS through the SNS services. Okay, so after that, whenever you place the services here in SQS, from here you place the services as I have shown you, like it may be EC2, Lambda functions, or other AWS services, right? So this message will be pulled by those services. So even though if one of the services is also getting down, no worries. Whenever it gets up, it can simply pull the messages from this queue. And this is the whole process which I wanted to show you, which I wanted to explain you. So now your understanding over the SNS with the SQS is pretty much clear. But still, if you have any doubt, don't shy. Please write me in the comment sections. Okay guys, so that's all for the day. I hope you really enjoyed this tutorial, and if you have any questions, please don't forget to write me in the comment sections. Any suggestions, feedback are always welcome, and I will see you in my next tutorial. One last request guys, please subscribe my channel, because your subscriptions is really encourage me to make this kind of valuable videos for all of you guys. So stay tuned with the learning destinations. I will see you in my next tutorial. Till the time, thank you so much for watching this. You have a very lovely day guys.